Hello and welcome to the Fat Gent. I thought that I would make this video as a bit of an introduction video to my upcoming Thailand series. It's always hard to know what style of video to make, because if you search on YouTube for Thailand or Bangkok videos, there's a plethora of them. There's lots of different styles. There's a walkabout with the camera pointed at your face. There's a walkabout with the camera pointed away. There's a hidden camera. There's stacks of different types. And there's several different creators that I watch and enjoy. I enjoy Kev in Thailand. I enjoy what a JC does in retiredcheap.asia. I really liked Nick Swift back in the day, but he hasn't made anything really in a while. Then you have Bangkok 112. He does a walkabout with the camera away from himself and would stop on points of interest and put a wee subtitle beneath, giving a breakdown of it. There's Jeff Carter. Again, he's been on the missing list. So let's say there's stacks of different types. I'm not one for walking about with the camera pointed at me, and to be honest, I feel a wee bit odd walking about with the camera up. So I'm going to do the same sort of style of video that I always do. I'll drop in video clips, photographs, which I've gathered throughout the day, and I'll sit and sort of narrate the story, narrate the scene. I've been to Bangkok quite a few times, Thailand quite a few times. I've done all the tourist things, seen all the temples and climbed all the steps. I've no real interest in doing it anymore. This series isn't going to be the top 10 things to do in Thailand type of video. It's not going to be a clickbait video. It's the Fat Gent's guide to Thailand, guide to Bangkok. Now I'm going to be in 3 cities: Bangkok, Pattaya, and a place called Amnatcharon. It's outside Ubon Ratchathani. I'm only there for 3 days and we go there tomorrow. So this is my 3rd night now in Bangkok. Now the style of video is going to be it's the way I do it, the way the Fat Gent does it. And the Fat Gent likes to make things easy. I'm not going out chasing the cheapest cow gang. I'm not going out trying to barter a taxi down to 20 baht. For the purpose of making the video, I'm going to work on the comparison of 50 Thai baht to 1 British pound sterling. Now, I know it's about 43 baht to a pound at the minute, but historically it's always been about the 50 mark. I will get the 50 mark again at some stage, and for mental calculation, 50. We're not going to argue over a few pence here and there. So, the first tip for getting about Thailand, very first tip, again, the people are arguing everything here. This is the way I do it. This is my tips and my guide. Whenever I get to the airport, the first couple of times I went down, I'll go with the taxis down. I think it's on the ground floor. You queue up, sometimes a big queue, sometimes a small queue, and I think it's about 500 baht into Bangkok, the main sort of drag, the Sukhumvit drag, and that includes the toll roads, the toll bridges. So 500 baht is about 10 pounds. But now I don't do that. I come off through departures, pick up my luggage, and walk just straight through the door. Again, I'll drop in a bit of footage here, and you go to the AOT and organise a car. It's 1,000 baht or 1,200 baht. So in other words, it's 20 pounds or 24 pounds. And you just walk straight out, there's no queuing. The car comes to you, the luggage goes in the boot, because you have to remember, a lot of the green and yellow taxis, or indeed any taxi you see out there, they've got the big LPG gas tanks in their boot. So they can be very restricted for luggage space. And considering there's four of us travelling, and the Fat Gent doesn't travel lightly, we need the luggage space. So we get like a Toyota, a Nissan, Jeep, something, good big boot, an SUV with a good big boot. And for £20, £24, takes us, including tolls, to the hotel. So yes, we've paid double what we could get it for, but it's cut down the hassle. We've been travelling from, we've just come off a 12-hour flight after travelling from Belfast to London. So it's a guts of a 20-hour day. Make things easy for yourself. If I was travelling by myself, I would probably get the train, the BTS train. If you're travelling light, if it was in like a backpacker mode, I think that's a gift. It's a dawdle. Take you into I think it takes you Pattaya BTS station. So again, very easy. But I get the AOT limousines. Oh, by the way, just at the door, there's a wee place that does a bubble teas. They do a fruit tea with like fruit jellies and fruit pieces in it. It's absolutely delicious and very, very refreshing, especially after the big long flight where you're all yucky. So that's the first tip. Make it easy for yourself getting from the airport to your hotel. Second tip, if you're using the BTS, which is the train which goes above ground, it's on a sky train it's called, or the MRT, which is the mass rapid transit system, I think. It's the underground. Get one of the cards, the swipe cards, for either option. It makes things so easy for you. It means you're not faffing around trying to get the right change and putting the change in the wee machine to get a ticket. You get the card from the coupon, put 200 or 300 baht, it's £4 or £6 on it, and that will last you for quite some time travelling the BTS or the MRT equivalent. And for that, you simply swipe yourself through the turnstile, it opens, you walk through, you get on the train, and then whenever you're getting off the train, swipe yourself out. And it deducts the appropriate amount. So it gives you a bit of leeway where you can change your mind mid-journey. Maybe you want to go on a few stops, but you haven't bought the appropriate ticket back at the train station that you departed from. So that's the second tip. Make it easy. Get yourself a card. Third tip would be every mall and most department stores have a food court. The first time I saw these food courts, I went to a few of them and tried to buy something, said no money, no money. You buy another wee coupon card. And for that, again, you go to the cashier, you put on 300 baht. See if there's two of you, to be honest, 300 baht is enough for two of you, which is £6. And you go up to whatever of the wee stalls you want and order. They've got pictures, some of the pictures have numbers. They'll all understand the basic of what you're asking for. So you don't need to be worried or be shy. Just go up, and at the end of the day, if they don't know, just point. It's easy. Give them the card, they'll swipe it, and off will come the amount which that meal has cost. So you can get multiple meals from multiple stalls. In essence, it's like street food style, but in a nice air-conditioned mall scenario, food court scenario, and really some of them are very, very excellent. MBK, Mabun Kong Shopping Centre, now be careful, there's two. There's a lower one and an upper one. It's the upper one you want to go to. I've seen a few videos where they go to the wrong one. It's a big food court up on I think it's on the cinema level. I think it's cinema level and you go down one floor. It's the best food court there is. It's massive and it's recently been renovated and all modernised. I've yet to go to it on this trip, but the last time I was here, they were well on their way to finishing it. Another food court which is excellent is Terminal 21. I was at Terminal 21 on Thursday. Excellent food court. M Quarter, another excellent food court. All the Siam Paragon down the basement, brilliant food court. All the malls have great food courts, all same system. Buy your coupon, load it with, allow 200 baht a person, say 300 baht for a couple is loads. After you finish eating, take the card back to the cashier and cash out. They'll give you whatever is left on it. Very, very, very easy. Now the other type of food court, they just give you a card on the way in, a card for each person. And in this type of food court, where you get given a card without putting any money on it, you go to whatever stalls, same sort of setup, you go to whatever stands or kitchens, you order the food, they then charge it to the card and they'll bring it to your table. Again, you can do this multiple times, they'll keep on swiping your card. Every person has their own card, and then whenever you're leaving, you pass the cards into the cashier, she runs them through and charges you for whatever you've got. So it's another very handy style of food court. What other tips did I have? Yeah, taxis. Make things easier on yourself. I know everybody says they have to put their meter on, the taxi has to put the meter on. Yes, in an ideal world, that's right. And I know if you accept a taxi without the meter, you're making it hard for the next man and the next man, and it snowballs. But the fact is, it's never going to change. I know that's maybe the wrong attitude to take, but it's never going to change. Taxis more than likely will not take you. More than likely, you'll stop and they'll say, my, no, they won't take you. Why? I don't know. Yesterday, we had a taxi and literally we were going to the end of the street and turn left and into the next street. The taxi, at the end of the road which we were on, the taxi had to turn left and it was simply one block over. So the taxi had no option, but he was driving past where we wanted to go and he wouldn't take us. Why? You can't fathom the thinking there. You can't fathom it. So don't try and argue. Don't try and change the way that people think. You're on holiday, you're in their country. You go with the flow, you work with the system. But also just remember how little the amount of money is. You might want to go somewhere and if the taxi had the meter on, it might be a 50 or 60 baht fare. So it might be £1 or £1.20. But he might say no meter, 100 baht, 100 baht. That's only £2. So he only wants 80p more than what it would have been. Does 80p really matter? It doesn't. You're on your holiday. And if it's bucketing down rain, are you going to really wait and try and stop 6 taxis to get one to put on a meter for the sake of 80p? I'm not. So if a taxi stops, in general, if he says, my, you've a fair idea in your head as a 30 baht ride or a 50 baht ride, offer him 100 baht, say 100 baht, and they'll take it. Further away, 200, 300 baht, never ever is it any more 300 baht, never, and that's only £6. And that can be quite some distance and can take quite some time, considering Bangkok traffic is amongst the worst in the world. And if it's raining, all bets are off. Get in the first car you can and just bear with it. What other tips do I have? I'm just looking through my notes here. That's the main sort of tips. The taxi is a very important one. Oh, Uber. Uber's over here. Now, I've used Uber a couple of times in this trip and they've been absolutely amazing. Fantastic. And again, you're only talking about £1.20, £2, £2.40 was the dearest Uber. And that £2.40 was in a big luxury SUV Toyota vehicle. We're in it for 15 minutes. Fantastic value. So download the Uber app, set up the Uber account. Now what I will say is, whenever I had it set up to pay by PayPal, it kept on declining. I then put in the credit card, pay by credit card, and it's went through every time. So there's no issue. If you're looking, there's no cars available, they become available fairly quickly. And again, the food, try the food. Food's so cheap, so inexpensive in general, that give it a go. If you don't like it, it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't matter. Which brings us on to another point of my video. As I say, we're here on holiday. We're not living here. We're not trying to do this on a year off backpackers budget. We're not trying to do it on a retirement budget. We're here on a holiday. We're here to enjoy ourselves, eat nice food, have nice drink, stay in nice hotels. So that's going to be reflected in what we do and the type of food that we're eating. So don't be arguing, please, or don't be commenting, you could have got that cheaper if you went to such and such a street, or that's too dear for Kamongai or Kaukamo. We're happy, we're enjoying ourselves, and at the end of the day, that's what life's about. To make things, you have to get all the enjoyment you can out of it. Hopefully you'll enjoy the rest of the series. I'm here for a month. I would like to bring a different twist on the typical Thailand, Bangkok, Pattaya videos. There'll be none of the bar videos, none of the bar girls. There'll be none of that. I won't be walking down Walking Street with the camera pointing in Gatoy's faces. No. It'll be a different type of video, and I hope you enjoy them. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. So that's us now. So that's us now off the plane in Suvarnabhumi in Bangkok. Great flight, no hassle. First tip is don't rush, take your time. You're on holiday, relax, switch off. I say if you rush you might beat your plane to immigration, but there'll be 5 or 6 planes worth of people in front of you. And the time it takes you, if you relax, take your time, they'll have cleared a plane or two before you get there. So you haven't won anything, you haven't lost anything. You're on holidays. Relax, take it easy and take your time through immigration, and then we'll take you to the taxis after.